Everybody, I'm back with another video, man. We're gonna bring to X Game member interview Carlos by Soft White Underbelly. Oh dang, I did not mean to hit that. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been watching the interviews for a minute, bro. I can't lie. For like the past like 2-3 hours, bro. I've been watching interviews on this channel, bro.
All right, Carlos. Carlos, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I'm from LA, California. I grew up around this area, South Central LA.
hmm And tell me about your childhood. You had both your parents when you were young?
No, both of my parents were drug addicts. Um, when I was about, I think maybe like 9, my dad came home high on pills, and back then they used to use Reds instead of heroin. And
Reds? Y'all know what Reds
he was
are?
beating the shit out of my mom.
Oh dang.
So I knew where he kept his gun at. And I went to the closet, grabbed the gun, I came back and I shot him. I didn't shoot him intentionally like to hit him. I just aimed it, shot, and I wanted to hit him in the chest. And he wanted to go to the hospital, and nobody never told me anything about him after that.
He
That's
survived
crazy.
that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
They never mentioned anything to me about it.
That's
You were 9.
crazy.
Wow. Never saw him.
That's crazy. I can't lie. He said he was like what 9, 12 or something like that, bro. That I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy, bro.
Again.
No. My mom never mentioned anything about him. My grandparents either. Because during that time, my grandparents they took me and the sister that I have, this next youngest. They adopted us to get us away from my mom because she got me started on heroin when I was 10 years old.
10. Your mom got you on heroin at 10. Like, bro, this is what I'm talking, bro. These interviews is crazy, bro. On heroin at 10 years old, bro. Bro, you don't know what I was doing at 10 years old, bro. I was watching like Ben 10 or something, bro. like, bro, what? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that is crazy. 10 years old, bro.
Mm.
Yeah.
So a lot of violence in your childhood?
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up around violence, and I lived a violent life. You know.
Join a gang at some point?
Yeah. Um, the gang thing. All my family members, they're from the same gang. So I really didn't have to join a gang. I was pretty much born into it. You know. So I started putting in work when I was really young.
What age did you start?
Probably probably around 8, 9 years old.
Eight,
I started.
bro. Bro, this is all I'm talking about, bro. You interviewed 8 or 9 years old in a gang, bro. Nah, that's they wildin', bro. I can't lie.
And
They wildin'.
how far did you go to school?
I didn't go to school at first. I didn't start going to school till maybe I think when I was like 12 years old.
12.
12 years old. Everything I learned from the streets. I wound up getting juvenile life, and that's when I started going to school. Um, when I was 15, I wound up hitting prison. I got out of juvenile life. I was out a month, and wound up,
Wait, what did
robbing
he say? I can't
in
hear, bro. The
juvenile.
background noise, bro.
When I was 15, I wound up hitting prison. I got out of juvenile life. I was out a month, and wound up, robbing and kidnapping an off-duty sheriff. We didn't even know he was a cop.
You kidnapped an off dude, bro. Bro, what? Bro, I'm telling you, bro, these stories is crazy, bro. Bro, that is
My
wild.
crime got away, and I was the one that wound up getting arrested for it. And because I was a juvenile, the judge had the DA and my grandparents and some sheriffs go and get me out of the county jail because back then, and this was like in the early 80s, when they said that they couldn't find you and they lost you in the system, they lost you in the system. And what they were doing, they were pulling me out every night around 11, 12 o'clock and beating the shit out of me every day. You know what I mean? Every day. And I was so fucked up that I couldn't go to court. So they would just say they couldn't find me or I was lost somewhere. And,
That I
that's
ain't
how
gonna
that's
lie,
how they
that's
had me for
wild.
about about 2 months until the judge finally ordered the DA to go find me, or else the judge said that he was going to lock up the DA. You know what I mean? So they went and they got me, and the judge was really upset because I was a minor and I should have been there. You know, but I always looked a little bit older for my age. I had a mustache and everything. So the cops, they figured it would be easier for them to take me to the county jail, and they had their way of getting back from what had happened to their
So you spent most of your life in prison?
prison. Yeah.
How many years in
Probably
prison?
40. I'm 53. So probably
40?
40 years out of those 53 I spent in prison.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
I'd be out for about a week or so. And I wind up, doing something, doing somebody a favor, putting in work, and go right back. It really didn't.
Bro, 40 out of your 53 years? I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. Bro, after my 10th year, bro, I would have just gave myself, like, I would have just met with the dude, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. 40 years in prison? Couldn't do it, bro.
It mattered to me back then, because that's what I knew. That's what I thought was normal, but it wasn't.
Hmm.
You know.
Did you have kids of your own?
Yeah, I have 3 girls. I have 3 daughters.
But you, of course, didn't raise them because you were in prison.
Well, I mean, I've always been in their life, not physically there, but in prison. I mean, I learned how to tattoo. I was selling dope and everything, so they always had money. Whatever they needed, they got it.
Hmm.
But it's just I wasn't actually physically there for them.
And you've been out now for how long?
I've been out 5 years.
You've been out 5 years.
Yeah, off parole and everything already.
And what about drugs? Were drugs a part of your life?
Yeah. I was born a drug baby. I died a couple of times during that time because I was premature. I really didn't have a choice in the matter.
Wait,
of
what?
choosing to use
Whoa, run
drugs.
that back.
I was born a drug baby. I died a couple of times during that time because I was premature. I really didn't have a choice in the matter of choosing to use drugs because my mom got me started on heroin when I was 10 years old. They would push me through windows of those spots where they couldn't get in. They would use me and come on.
Yeah, but since that first time your mom introduced you to heroin, you continued and,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and you're still using today?
Every once in a while, not like before, but I wound up getting congestive heart failure because of that. So now I have to take care of myself a little bit more. But instead of taking the narcotics that the doctors want to give me, I'll just do a little shot of some heroin. It's better than being strung out on 4 different types of narcotic pills.
Yeah.
That is crazy, bro. Like, bro, people really be like really addicted to that stuff, bro. Like, he literally has, what do you say, congestive heart failure from doing heroin, and he's still doing it, bro. Like, you literally.
But my choice, I don't like to use anymore. But every once in a while I need to because my organs hurt. My blood pressure's so high all the time, which it would run, I say 200 over 180. So my organs are shutting down. So little by little I'm dying. So everything that all my enemies and everything wanted to do back in the days when I was banging,
You're doing it yourself.
I did it to myself. Yeah.
What you lived an interesting life. It's, the abuse.
Jesus,
You had to
spit it
watch
out.
from your childhood, and then the gangs, and the prison, and drugs, and all this. What have you learned from all this?
I learned that in a way, it was a waste of time. But if I hadn't have gone through all those things that I did, I wouldn't think the way I do today. And I wouldn't have been able to meet people that I met, which are good, solid people. And I wouldn't be able to teach my little homies the right and the wrong things to do, the right and the wrong things to do.
So you'll take some of the young kids aside and tell them what you learned.
I'll whip their ass. You know what I mean? I whipped their behind. You know, all that robbing old people, snatching purses.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The hardest people be the Mexicans, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like, bro, what's the name? You got the what's the people in Mexico called? The oh, I forgot what they called. But it's like I forgot what they call, but bro, they get down crazy. I can't lie, bro.
Doing shit in the neighborhood that's uncalled for. Yeah, they they know better, you know. But that's us taking the time to teach them and show them, okay, look, this is what you got to do, kiddo. You know, people make fun and they clown about, well, why you fighting over a street corner? We'll check it out. That street corner that you're fighting for, in the long run, is going to generate thousands and thousands of dollars. That's why people fight over street corners like that. Not because it's oh, it's my neighborhood. We're gonna fight over. No, it doesn't work like that. You know,
It's money at the end of the day.
it's always an ulterior motive to everything. You know, you have to have common sense because everybody that's in a gang has their position. There's some gunners that can't be dealers, and there's some dealers that are not cut out to be gunners. You know, you got the ones that got the gift of gab, that can talk and luring in, females to have them, drive dope across the border, whatever. And you got the ones that they're just straight knuckleheads and savages. Don't have a problem with picking up a gun, boom, shooting somebody in the head, and hey, let's go get something to eat. You know. And you got the dope dealers that, real smart. You know, they know how to generate money, and that's the thing. You generate money. You know. But in my gang, we teach the youngsters to treat everybody as family. You know, it's like being in the Marines or in the Army. You know, you leave nobody behind. You know, and if somebody does leave somebody behind like that, then the consequences are pretty bad.
Do you find the integrity of the gang life has deteriorated over the years?
Yeah. No, it is because of speed, crystal meth. See, everybody uses crystal meth because everybody's using it, but not everybody's cut out to use that type of drug. Just like not everybody's cut out to use heroin or to use crack. You know, I know people that have used fuck crystal meth for 2 months and went crazy. I know others that have used it for years and they're okay. You know, a little bit off the rocker, you know what I mean, but they're still okay to a certain point, you know. But
And how what the connection between drugs and gangs, gang life, how tight is that? I mean,
what do you mean?
are there gang members that are totally steering clear of drugs,
Yeah.
or is it kind of?
Yeah, I mean, there's some that are, some that aren't. You know, it just depends on the individual, because I mean, not everybody knows, but we all have addictive personalities to some point. You know, like use cigarettes for candy. Some people will leave drugs for sex. You know, it depends. It depends on the individual, and it depends on the hierarchy of the gang that's showing these youngsters what it is that they need to do. You know, that's the whole point. If you got shitty ass older homies that are from your hood, and I wash my hands, I steer clear of everything, then of course that gang is gonna be shit. You know, they're gonna be doing shit there's nowhere even close to what it was back in the day. You know, back in the day everybody had a little bit of integrity at least. Now, it's like ain't no morals, ain't no scruples, ain't nothing. You know, everybody's just doing what they want to do,
Facts.
and that's what makes us look bad. You know, that's what gives us a bad name. You know, which I mean, it's criminal activity anyways, but at least you can stop drive-bys and you can stop a lot of things from happening if given the opportunity. You know,
What's your opinion of the gang life? I mean, what would you tell a young man who's considering joining a gang today?
I mean, a person's gonna do what
What they
they're
want
gonna
to
do
do.
no matter what.
Facts.
But what I would tell them is, if you're gonna do that, do it 100% or don't do it at all, because you're gonna wind up dead, or you're gonna wind up somewhere in the alley OD'd. You know. But whatever it is that person's gonna decide to do, you know, make it 100% of what you're gonna do, because you have stepped something.
What kicks is these, my guy? You know what I'm saying? What kicks is these, bro?
You know, you're gonna wind up fucking up anyways. But as far as is telling him not to join the gang, I mean, all that energy that he's gonna be, exercising toward being from the gang, putting in work, do it, or do something to where it's gonna help your people or help people like us. You know what I mean? You know, make us come up. He eats, I eat. You go down, I'm gonna go down. You know, and that's that's the problem. There's not too much common sense anymore. You know, that crystal meth is, and now it's that fentanyl. It's fucking people up pretty bad to where they just want to, you know, be deviant sex offenders and shit like that. And now in jail, I think like 70% of the population, they're all dropouts. I'm not a dropout. I'm still active. I'm gonna stay active till the day I die. But I
What
know
he mean
now.
when he say he gonna stay active? Is he talking about the streets, or is he talking about school? Like what? I don't understand how he be. What? I don't understand.
What I can do and what I can't do, and when to do it. I'm not just gonna go do something dumb like I did before. I would do before I thought. Now I think, and if I continue to keep sweating the small things like I did before, I'm gonna be right back. For killing somebody. Or beating the shit out of, beating the shit out of somebody, because I got like 15 strikes anyways. You know, but yeah, that's what I would tell somebody if they approached me and asked me about that. You know,
What's the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
mm, there's a few things. There's a few things that I've learned, but let me see. That's an interesting question right there. Um, Probably patience. Patience to
Patience.
not, jump the gun and make a mistake that you're gonna regret later on. That's what I would say. Patience.
Yeah, sometimes if you just sit back, things kind of work themselves out
You know.
without you getting.
Now, some people believe in karma, some people don't. But
I most def believe in karma, bro. If you do bad things to people, bro, it's gonna eventually catch up with you, bro. Like
for
it's
people that
gonna
do
catch up
believe in
with you, bro.
karma, everything all comes back. Everything bad you do, it all comes back. Sometimes you might pay with watching your kids go through the same shit, or what you despise and hate the most, you watch your kids become that, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to just sit back and just if they have to hit rock bottom, they're gonna hit rock bottom, and all you can do is just be there for them.
Kids are going to do what you do, not what you say.
Yeah,
All right, Carlos, thank you so much for sharing your story.
for sure.
I wish you the best of luck.
You telling me this is?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. But yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. But yeah, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. That's gonna be the end of the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you could subscribe for me, bro. 91% of y'all aren't subscribed, which is, you know what I'm saying? Pretty big number, you know? So if y'all could subscribe, I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We're close to doing the subscribers. That's gonna be the end of this video, bro. Let me stop talking and I'm out.